remains Safe West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about the stupidity of white wedding and traditional wedding in Africa. This is something that has been going on for some time now, and we really need to talk about it. This is involved the case of people marrying 3 times in Africa. You're getting married to somebody. Instead of doing 1 marriage, you will be doing 3 marriages. As a result of this, you are spending unnecessary money, time, and energy just in the process of getting married. Is this really necessary? Today I want us to talk about this situation because it's something that has been ongoing, and people are still doing it, and it is sad. But before then, I want us to do our customary libation to our African gods and ancestors, great people that have been before us, that have come before us, and powerful people. So please, if you are there, join me. Get your whiskey, your ogus, your akpeteshi, your rum. Today I'll be using this one. This is a dry gin, 40-45% alcohol. This is what we normally use in West Africa for our libations to our ancestors. The spirits that are here in West Africa, high in Nigeria, high in Niger Delta. Now this kind alcohol that they drink. In Niger Delta, our culture is when you come to a place like Delta States, the Yoruba people, one of their talents is to brew the strongest alcohol in Nigeria. If you're talking about ogogoro, now we the brew ogogoro, ogus, akpeteshi. This is the talent, one of the main talent of Yoruba people. It is called Nigerian vodka. Sometimes they can brew up to 70% alcohol. They call that one itonu. You take small tip like this, you'll be blind for 3 days. You cannot see for 3 days. Very powerful, strong alcohol. So it's only natural that the spirits of on this our land, this is what they drink. This is 45% alcohol. I want to use it today. Today is a special day for me. Part of saying things about this video, and also we're having a festival today at my village, and we're going to be invoking our gods and goddesses and stuff, and this is what we use. So I have gotten some prepared. Okay, this is 43. It's okay. So please get your whiskey, your rum. If you don't drink alcohol, get your Coke, your lime, your Fanta, your soft drink, your water, whatever suits your ganja. Okay, let's roll out some names, and let's just go with the flow. Today's topic is going to be interesting. It's going to touch the hearts and mind of many people, and you might need a strong constitution, because there's an iron, the sharp iron. If we don't talk about these things, people will not change. They say a problem shared is half solved. So let's talk about today's problem in truth and honesty. So as a result of that, we are calling upon Eshu, Babalegwa, Elegbara, Ekwensu, the opener of the way, to give us the understanding, overstanding, grandstanding of whatever we are going to be saying today. Let your spirit guide this section, guide this interaction and transmission, so that the people that is meant for will get this message, they will understand it, and they will start doing the right thing. It's Oshun, goddess of love, of fresh water, divinity, productivity, procreativity, and prosperity, all good things. Let your spirit come upon us this day. Let your spirit unify us. Let your spirit bear good fruit in us, to be able to be doing the right thing, to love our neighbors as ourselves, and let your spirit give us the boldness to stand for what is true, what is right, what is just, and to be able to make this world a better place than we meant it. And Give us the power to be able to do the needful, to chase evil from our land. It's I call upon the Emoja. We ask for the strength to stand for our people, to stand for righteousness. I call upon segments. Give us the power to manage our money, manage our economy wisely, to have self-respect and dignity and love. I call upon Ator, Mother of Divinity, Mother of Love, Mother of Africa. Continue to guide us, continue to be with us, continue to empower us and protect us from evil. I call upon Eteru, continue to give us wisdom, continue to allow the spirit of wisdom to dwell with us, to follow us, to stay in our house and never depart from us. I call upon Baset, give us the spirit of boldness, the spirit of having authority, the spirit of chasing away evil, the spirit of daring to investigate, to do research, to understand things, and to stand on the platform of knowledge all the time. It's I call upon Konsu, great spirit of truth and wisdom, continue to guide us, continue to protect us, and continue to give us the power to neutralize our enemies and to expose them by defacing them, by showing their real self, so that people can see what they have. Those wolves in sheep clothing, people that are trying to pretend to be our friends whereas they are our enemies. We have the spirit of Konsu to expose them. Those evil people coming on this channel to come and spread theory and philosophy of white supremacy. Those evil black people working for white supremacy, expose all of them on this channel, disgrace them, embarrass them, and chase them away. We call upon Ogun, God of Iron, give us spirit of modern technology, innovation, the ability to take pride in our own designs, our own creation, and our own creativity. Give us the spirit to love ourselves to the extent to promote our own things and to patronize our own things, our own products. It's Obatala, great spirit of wisdom, continue to guide us. Amadia, great spirit of thunder, continue to give us the power to be able to understand anything that is worth understanding, to be able to understand the mysteries of nature. We call upon you today. We thank you today, Ohore, the God of war. Ejuriel, continue to stand by us. Shango, continue to stand with us. Aziza, continue to stand with us. Osinye, we greet you this day. Anubis, Hampu, continue to guide us, continue to protect us, continue to give us the ability to take life seriously so as not to be wasting our time on things that is totally useless and unnecessary. Give us the ability and the wisdom to manage our time effectively and efficiently so that we can become more productive in anything we are doing. It's Santisma Moriete also do the same thing for us. Tehuti, Jehuti, give us the spirit of wisdom, the spirit and the love for learning. Give us that love for knowledge, love for trying to make ourselves better, always improving ourselves, always trying to seek to study to become our greatest version. It's we give you this ring this day. We call upon all our other sister deities. We call upon Orumila. We call upon Ohore. We call upon Ofuri. We call upon Igu. We call upon our ancestors, great people that have done things before. Great people like Inoko Rashidi, is Marcus Garvey, is Martin Luther King, is Malcolm X, is Harriet Tubman, is Dr. John Eric Lang, is Nelson Mandela, is Thomas Sankara, is Julius Nyerere, is and all the other great people around the world that have stand for truth, justice, and righteousness. We give you this ring today. We give you life today. We ask that your blood continue to speak for us, continue to guide us, continue to point us in the direction of freedom, of love, of justice, and balance. We call upon great spirits of this earth, spirits that have died fighting for justice, great African ancestors that were taken there through transatlantic slave trade, great spirits in Native America. We give you this ring. Great spirits that have been killed, genocided in Australia. We give you this ring. People that have died in South Africa, apartheid, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Angola, Congo. We remember all of you today. We ask the blood of our ancestors to speak for us. Blood of my bloodline, speak for us. Blood of Guze, speak for us. Blood of Ominigu, speak for us. Blood of Onumake, speak for us. Continue to guide us, continue to strengthen us, continue to empower us, and continue to push us in the right direction to lead us from the shackles of mental and physical slavery. We ask this in the mighty name of Amen-Ra, the Son, the hidden spirit behind the Son, the giver of life. We ask this in the name of Hogene. We ask this in the name of Amadioha. We ask this in the name of Obatala. We ask this in the name of Heteru. In the name of all our spirits of wisdom, empowerment, we give you this ring today, and we ask that you continue to live in us and live through us now forevermore. It's Siagwari. Hey. So it's a very powerful libation. Today is a very special day. Now this one now, what do you do with your libation? Later on you can pour it into the head so that it will go down to the spirits in the head. You can also use this to add to your bathing water as well. If you want to bath, this is a very powerful pot of power, of mystery we have enacted. Now you can put it in your bathing water and bathe with it. Okay, any kind of evil stuff that the enemy is trying, it will chase all of them away. So this is a powerful spell right here in this calabash. So it's not something you should play with. Okay, as we have invoked the ancestors here, they are there present now. So we ask for all these good things so that our people, they can wake up. If we don't say these prayers, there's nothing we can do. As the evil people are saying their prayers every day to dull you down, to dumb you, to continue to spread their evil upon this earth, you as a child of Africa need to be saying your own prayers to spread truth, to spread love, to spread balance. Call these names. Continue to say your own. As they are doing their evil, you are doing your good. They are doing their evil. You are going to overthrow them, because we are standing on the path of light. We are standing on the path of justice. We are standing on the path of righteousness. They have so many crimes they have committed against this world. These evil people, they have so many evil. They have so many souls that are crying for justice. You as a living vessel of Amen-Ra, as a living vessel of Olodumare, you are that spear of justice that we challenge this evil upon the face of this earth. You are the barrier that we stand against them, that we stop it. So you need the power of the ancestors to counteract them. So when you call the name, you call them in your prayer, you ask the spirit will come inside you. When you say word, you say the truth, it will chase them away. When you expose them, when you talk to people, their mind will open. Those spells they are trying to put into the spirit of people to hoodwink them, you will blast the spell from their eyes so that they can see the truth. And once they see the truth, they can no longer go back to the lie, and we start doing what is right. So you are the vessel. So you need to make yourself a vessel for the living force of the universe, the forces of truth, justice, and righteousness. And this is just the way it is. Okay? You are the spear of justice, the righteous spear of God. So as they are doing their evil in their churches, in their mosques, you need to be saying your prayer like this in your shrine, when you wake up in the morning. Before you do anything, you say your libation, you call the spirit of the ancestors, you ask their blood to speak for you, to stand by you, and they're going to come and they will follow you throughout that day. They will bless everything you are doing. So when I do this in this channel, when people come to this channel, they see the light, their eyes are open. Okay, they say, this totally makes sense. This is what it's supposed to be. You don't need any other thing to do again. It is a straightforward thing. Okay, so you need to be learning how to do this libation regularly. Okay, regularly do it like this. It's very powerful stuff. It looks simple, but evil people cannot do it. Evil people cannot say this word because they are full of evil and they know what they represent. Saying this word is anti-nature to them. It will destroy them. Calling these spirits in their presence, they cannot, because these spirits come, they are spirits of truth. The spirit will kill them. So they cannot. They will say, no, I don't do anything traditional spirit. I'm running to church. I am a Christian. Whereas they are the demon. When I say this libation, now did I see anything evil? I simply call names of deities and I pray very positive prayer. But there are some people that they just cannot stand this because they are agents of darkness. They are agents of evil. They are spirits of wickedness. They will never support. They cannot even stand in the presence of truth. They will run and hide. They have to hide in the veil of ignorance, hide under religion to protect them, those evil spirits. So we need to be standing by the spirits of truth and light all the time. This is the knowledge and the power that we can use to fight and destroy our enemies. Okay? So today I will be talking about this marriage. There is something that has been happening in Africa. This is still ongoing, whereby you will see people especially in Nigeria. They are doing marriage. They'll be getting married 3 times. They will do traditional marriage. They will do church marriage. We call it white wedding. Then they will still go to court again to do government marriage signing of registry. Why is this normal? Why is this so? This thing we called white wedding that they do in church, it is not original to Africa. Okay, it was imported along with the Christian religion into Africa, because religion, as we know, is nothing but cultural supremacy, the proliferation of one culture, the prevalence of one culture over another one, the domination of one culture over another one. So before the inception of Christianity in Africa, how do African people get married? We only know one kind of marriage, which is traditional marriage, which is the marriage between a man and a woman, or sometimes a man and more than one woman, or area of polygamy. And that is not by force, it's just choice thing for some people. When they see that they have too much money or they feel they have high capacity, they want to take many wives. But what we originally know as marriage in Africa is the union of one man, one woman. Okay? You can see this in the African Trinity of Asa, Aset, and Eru. That is the one the Greeks call Osiris, Isis, and Horus. Man, woman, and child. Man, woman, and child. This is the African Trinity. The symbolism of African marriage shows that for a marriage to be considered a marriage, a man and woman must come together. It is not a man and man. It is not a woman and woman. Okay, we don't have that culture in Africa anywhere. This culture of homosexuality and lesbianism is totally from the Caucasian race. The mad people, they are the ones. It is not scientifically valid for a man and man to marry, because you cannot produce, it equals to death. Okay, you cannot produce any children. A woman and woman too cannot produce. It does not make sense. Make we talk through, make devil shame. So when I say African spirituality is scientifically valid, this is part of what I'm talking about. Man and woman will produce child. Nowadays, you see some people coming out to talk all sorts of nonsense. They just want to poison and destroy the world. They are never satisfied. Now they are trying to poison African culture with lesbianism and gayism. The Catholic Church that created the Roman Catholic Church, the one in Vatican, that created this religion, right from time, they have always practiced bisexualism, homosexuality. This is a Western culture, a wholesale Western culture. Man and man sleep together, woman and woman sleep together. This is why there is no woman in the Trinity of the Catholic Church. Their Trinity is made up of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. There is no woman, because it's a gay Trinity. So gay marriage is okay for them, but they have been doing it in secret. But now they have had the pomposity or the audacity to come out in the public. They have not even instituted it in their church law, fiduciary supplicants, that man and man cannot marry in Catholic Church. This is what they have been practicing in secret. We know this. They have molested so many young boys all over the world. Just go on the internet. The Catholic Church is the greatest pedophile cult in the world. They have so hundreds of millions of cases of child molestation, and yet they are still operating. This is to tell you that these people, they are the real source of evil in this world. This is who they are. They have never hide it, and now they have come out in the open. When this religion came to Africa, before then we were doing our traditional marriage. We only have one type of marriage. So when they came in order to pollute our culture, they said that everything about our culture, our tradition is evil. That even traditional marriage is evil. You have to marry in a church for you to be considered wedded in the Holy Trinity. In fact, they tell people that it's only when you marry in church that your marriage is blessed, and that is the only way you can go to heaven. That is the only way Jesus Christ, your God, which is the white man, will recognize your marriage. So many people have been marrying in churches. Not only that they marry in churches, they will still go to court again. Now, this marry in church. My parents, they did traditional marriage. They also wear white wedding. Many people in the generation before me, my parents' generation, all of them, in order to fit in and to belong, a large population of them got married in church. Not even because they were Christians, but what will people say? It is a trend. Everybody will marry in church. I must marry in church to show that I am keeping up with the Joneses. During that time, it was the era of ignorance. They don't have access to internet. They don't really know what is going on, and they were hoodwinked into thinking the Western culture is supreme. Due to the situation of slave trade, many people were confused, and they saw the white man as actually coming to Africa to make peace. They never knew the white man was actually there to destroy and divide Africa further. Everybody was listening to the white man. They don't know the hidden agenda of the white man. They saw the missionaries as polite, harmless people that are just coming with religion. They never knew the missionaries were actually mercenaries. Everybody swallowed this culture. But now, this is the age of information. We have now come to realize that white wedding is nothing more than the traditional wedding of white people in Europe. White wedding in church, it is their own traditional wedding. Okay? So, why are we still doing it? If you have done your traditional wedding in Africa, which involve you going to meet the parents of the wife, and meaning the greeting of both families coming together to meet each other and getting introduced to see each other, to know that, oh, these two of my son and my daughter want to get married. It's kind of a union of families, right? After you have done that together, which is the most important thing, why do you still need to go to a church anymore? Okay, going to this church now is you going there just based on your religion, your faith, to show that, to show kind of concern or acknowledgement to that fake God that you want the blessing in your marriage, which is not necessary, because if you are a full-blooded, original, authentic African person, you should not have any business with going to this church. But out of ignorance and out of the deceits of the religion, you have to go and do a second marriage in the church before that we say you are fully married. So what is happening in Africa, that marriages are usually expensive. People marry 2 or 3 times. The average person marries 2 times in Africa and in Nigeria. You must do that traditional wedding first to bring both families together and pay the bride price and the groom price or whatever you are paying. Then you have to go to church and spend new money again. Meaning, for traditional wedding, you will sew traditional clothes, you will buy drink, you will rent canopy, you will pay bride price, you will foot all those bills. When it comes to church wedding, you have to sew gown. The woman will sew wedding gown, the man will sew suit. You will still buy drink again, carry money again, and you will still go and give them. So this is unnecessary expenses. And not only that one, some people will still say they want to make it permanent again. They will still go to registry to go and pay money to government and sign to make sure that they are officially wedded in the registry, that the government now recognize their marriage. All this costs money, time. As a result of this, this have put so many young couples in debt. I have seen many couples that after doing their marriage, they borrow money to do marriage. After doing marriage, they start paying debt. Instead of starting life immediately, you start paying debt of marriage. Some people take 2-3 years to pay marriage debts because of these unnecessary expenses. And why is this so? This is due to ignorance on the part of the people getting married, ignorance, stupidity, and the criminality of Nigerian pastors. Now, you're going to find many Nigerian pastors today, they are taking this thing, people getting married, it's a very big office in the church, marriage and burial. There's a certain money you will pay to church to register your marriage. And mind you, the church marriage is not even recognized anywhere. It is not recognized by the government. It is also not even recognized by the families. It is something that is not really necessary. But most times you find the church wedding taking most of the funds in the marriage. In the church wedding, this is where they try to impress people a lot. They have to dress up with designer gowns that are very, very expensive. Everybody need to see you. You have to rent your bridal shower. You have to sew clothes for everybody. People will even sew shobi. It's like showing off, basically. And then you have to cook to try to impress. They will tell you this is a one in a lifetime thing. You have to make it very grand and very big. This kind of nonsense. And most of these marriages, they don't last. They don't really last, because from the planning of this marriage to the execution, due to the amount of money for the average couples, there's a lot of friction. There's a lot of friction and a lot of quarrel, a lot of acrimony. Some people feel they are overspending. Some people feel cheated. Some people feel sidelined. Some people feel hoodwinked, because it's not like a kind of industry, a business-making venture. When somebody wants to marry, it's a huge business opportunity for many people to cash in on. Somebody will say, I'm going to supply drinks, I'm going to supply canopy, I'm going to supply food. All these people are making money off you. And they know this. At the end of the day, somebody is going to spray and somebody is going to steal that money that people have sprayed again. All these things. At the end of the day, after the marriage, if man and woman already having anger issues, your brother stole some money, your sister stole some money, this person borrowed money, he did not pay back, because they know that this is a very big money-making venture. What I'm saying here is that the spiritual aspect of all these things. You, as an intelligent black person, it does not make sense for you to do more than one marriage, or not more than two. Maybe you want to travel with your spouse outside the country, then you can go to government to register. But at the initial stage, that is not really necessary, except if people are planning to travel out of the country. Because doing a divorce, especially after registering your marriage, is very, very stressful and expensive. Many couples don't know this. They don't know this. They fall into this trap because some evil man of dog deceived them. These pastors know that this is a big business. So they deceive these people that if you don't marry in my church, God will not bless your marriage will not be fruitful, your marriage will not last, and because you did not marry in church, anything that happens is on you. So many people are deceived into doing these church marriages and spending this money. And guess what? The marriage never still lasts. Most of the time, these people that do this, they are ignorant, hypocritical Christians. When you meet a girl in the church or somebody is introduced to you, they always pretend. Most times they say no sex before marriage. Somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with, you should not have sex. I don't believe in no sex before marriage. That is a scam. There are some people that you don't know if you can match each other. You don't know the sexual capacity of the person. You go and marry the person without testing it. At the end of the day, when you find out that the person is a swimming pool, or the man is suffering from erectile dysfunction, or the person has some sort of venereal disease, you have spent all this money marrying. Then some criminal man of dog will come again. We say what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. The people will now be in a marriage that is making them unhappy. It's like they are trapped in a kind of unhappy, incompatible union. So I don't believe in this thing. Imagine you want to buy a car that you're going to drive for 10, 20 years. You go to the car shop, the person will say, no, you cannot put the key under, you cannot look under the hood, you just give me money and you carry the car. That is nonsense. Even brand new car with a cream or factory, they test them. Okay? Many people have made this mistake to say no sex before marriage issue, and they find out that they are not compatible sexually. It is a big problem. Okay? It's a big problem. So most of these churches, they deceive their people. And meanwhile, when they say this no sex before marriage, the man will be sleeping outside, the woman will be sleeping outside, will be fucking his former boyfriend, the man will be fucking any other girls, but they are not fucking each other. Does it really make sense? All these things are deceits. Deceiving yourself. Then later you find out that the man he pregnant is stand well, or his dick is too small. Or you find out that the woman that is that place is like a highway patrol. they float inside. All this kind of story, no need to come up. Or you find out you don't really like the person. Some people suffer from hygienic problem. They don't know how to take care of themselves. Some people don't even know how to do proper romance. You force these people to marry, spend all this big money without checking what is under the hood. And now you have to go and marry again. All these are the hypocrisy of Christianity. African spirituality, before you come to African tradition, they expect, say, before una two, so una wan marry, una two don already dey blow. Una two don already dey fuck before una go say una wan marry. To know whether una go fit stand each other, whether una go really like it. Na so they expect am. Before you go say you want to date somebody, you want to assume that you people are already doing the thing. Because this is serious matter. This is lifetime matter. I don't want to hear story tomorrow. So make yourself una two check una self well. If you people can manage una self. This is common sense approach to issues. It will solve many problems. It get why. It get why. Okay? So this no sex before marriage thing that all these hypocrite and all these pastors, they are sleeping with all the girls in the church. For me, for sometimes, I don't even blame these pastors anymore. Because the stupid people that is following them is who I really blame. Some people that have really packed up and locked up their brain. These are the people that we get hoodwink. If you use common sense and rationality to approach life, you will not be victim of so many things that is affecting so many people. Okay? So this issue now, I will do traditional marriage. I will now be doing white people traditional marriage in Africa. For me, this is an insult. And since I realized this thing, even more than 10 years ago, I've seen this thing. I've been saying it. Many people, some people have known. Some stupid people are still doing it. So I look modern day youths that you doing this thing, you must be a hypocrite or you must be suffering from low self-esteem. And I normally tell people, all my friends that know me, I don't hide my spiritual practice. Anything you are doing, you doing it in church. Don't invite me. I don't go to church. I tell everybody, if you doing your brother's marriage or any of you burial thing, I need to enter church. Now after church, I go come. I don't have time to go and dress up, to go and listen to sit inside church because I want to please you. The one man of dog will be talking anyhow, insulting the world, insulting Africans, insulting himself. I don't do that. I don't go to church. So if you are marrying in church, I will not come. I only go to traditional weddings. That is the one I can go. But say if they marry inside church, count me out. You will never see me there. I don't get that time. I don't have basket for rotten mangoes. This is the approach we need to take with these people because it is stupidity. You cannot be doing African traditional marriage and white people traditional marriage. Do you see white people doing African traditional marriage? Those of you that have been to Europe, been to Asia, been to America, is it not once that everybody get married? Only once. People living in UK, Europe, they do their so-called white wedding. Do you see them doing any other wedding? Does it make sense that we do white wedding, that we want to do African? Does it make? Why are we the only people that are being stupid? It's because of cultural supremacy. It's their culture we are practicing, calling it religion. We are practicing white people culture. Just say that. You want to be like them. You want to be Negropin. You want to dress like them, talk like them, eat their food, and ultimately go to their country to naturalize. You have been brainwashed to hate everything about yourself, to see everything about you inferior. There are some even extreme churches in Nigeria that don't even want people to do traditional wedding, that they say traditional wedding is cursed. Many of these people now, they don't even give traditional names to their children in Nigeria. They don't give traditional names. We see English name, John, Michael, St. Augustus, praise, salvation, worship, holiness, Israel. Nothing concerns them with Africa. Now, if possible for them to, some of them have even bleached. They don't give traditional name. They say that their traditional name is cursed. Even their language is cursed. Their land is cursed. A tribe that is very good at this thing is the Yoruba tribe. My tribe, and I'm sorry to say this, but it's one of the dullest tribe in Nigeria. The Yoruba people, they are very, very guilty of this kind of mentality. They have been made to hate themselves so much that the average Yoruba man, I can say that 90% of Yoruba people knows nothing about their own spirituality. If you meet any Yoruba man today that is claiming to be your friend, come from there, just ask him, tell me about your native spirituality. Ask him, he's your friend, right? He will tell you, you'll be shocked that he will tell you that his native spirituality is evil, is devil worship, so he does not practice it. This is the mentality of almost 90% of Yoruba people. Many of them don't give native name to their children. This is how deep this hatred is for self-hate they have been inculcated. They believe that anything about Yoruba spirituality is total demonic, devil worship. They all want to go to church. They have completely thrown it away. And look at their land today. A state that is receiving almost more than 20 billion naira dollars every month for allocation. Nothing is in Delta states. All they know about is how to thief, how to thief, how to thief. No good road, no mega projects. All they do is stealing and deceiving themselves. All because they have self-hatred for their lands, self-hatred for their self-hatred for their ancestors. The average Yoruba man believes that his ancestors are demons. This is what they believe. That their ancestors, they will not even discuss anything spirituality with you. They so-called hate themselves. All they do about culture is how to eat their traditional food, wear traditional clothes, and speak the language. This is the only three things they know that makes them Yoruba. Anything history, they don't know it. Spirituality, they don't know it. They don't want to know it. You are only Yoruba if you come from Delta states, any Yoruba village. You can speak Yoruba, you can eat the food, you can dress sometimes traditional dress. Finish, you can speak the language. This is what makes them Yoruba. The rest is empty, the rest is European. As a result of that, you see all sorts of stupidity in the land. This modern day, 2024, people are still marrying 3 times. You will do your traditional wedding, you will still go to church. Say you are doing wedding for who? For God. Then you'll still go government, go sign. The marriage do not even last. Within 3 years, they are having problems. Where are we going with this? We need to start talking about these issues. As an individual, matured adult, you call yourself an African man. There are some certain things that you need not to be doing. Okay, you need to ask yourself these questions. Is marrying in church necessary? Why am I even going to this church? What is it contributing to my life? What is it contributing to my land? What positive impact does it have? All your life you have been giving money, paying money to pastor, paying money to pastor, paying money to pastor. You have been bribing God. You spend your whole life bribing God in order to go to imaginary heaven. I don't know how you feel about this. Is it okay to live like this? You call yourself an African, but you know nothing about your history, you know nothing about your spirituality, and you have refused to open your minds. Then you keep complaining about the government is bad, the government is bad, the government. What about you? What are you doing to change the situation? What is your contribution to making your life and your family better? To making this your state a better place? Nothing. All you know about to do is how to go and spend money in Obito, to go and be spraying, to go and carry women, to go and give more money to church. Nothing useful for your children. You still push all your children to church to be educated, to be brainwashed like you. Most times, these people, many of them are chiefs, so big men. I'm talking old men here. Some of them claim to be JP, Justice of Peace, elders in society. This is their mentality, encouraging mediocrity. You cannot be doing your own traditional wedding and white people traditional wedding together. Okay? It does not make sense. Now, many of our youths are in debts. Many people are afraid to get married because marriage is expensive. They are marrying 3 times. This is not fair. When they are divorcing, they are also divorcing 3 times too. I have had people that divorce. When they divorce too, they go the same. They will go to tradition, they return cola, they return bride price, they will go to church again to cancel. They will now go to government, which is the most difficult ones. Most times the divorce, they will tell you to bring 500,000 naira for them to divorce you. Many of them, their divorce is still pending. I tell people, if you want to get married, do your tradition. Don't do government marriage until at least 5 years. You get why? Because I know what I've seen. Many of these are our so-called women, NFA women in Nigeria that come empty-handed to marriage. They will always push the man to go for government marriage, so that they know that they are bad people. They will deceive the man to go. Once you go to that registry, they know that if they are divorcing, they are getting 50% of your property, and that will set them up in life. And many of these stupid boys will rush to go and signing when it's time for divorce, because we call you. This woman gets 50%, if not 60% of everything you have. So I tell people, if you want to get married in Nigeria, do your traditional marriage, forget about church. Then if you want that government marriage, wait for like 5 years to see if this person really likes you before you do that one. Because that one is the hardest one to break. When you go for divorcing, you will find yourself traveling to Abuja to go and be signing documents, taking lawyer. You now know that Nigerian lawyers are very wicked. That anytime you appearance fee, when you pay appearance fee 3 times, your eye will clear. Wait 5 years before you do government marriage. Don't let any girl rush you, especially if you have landed properties, you have house and cows. Make sure you sign all those in names of somebody you trust. If not, you will quickly become a poor man. In Nigeria nowadays, the girls, they have become very, very sharp. Okay? You get why. And another thing again, if you marry in Nigeria, make sure that all your children, as they are coming, you are doing DNA tests for all of them. This is very, very important. It's not about love. Any child, any woman will come say get belly for you, that'll not be problem. But make sure you do a DNA test, and you do it twice. Because now we have girls running around, sleeping all over the place, and carrying children of pastors to come and give to their boyfriends in house. This is a big problem in Nigeria. You must do DNA tests for all your children if you know. Doesn't matter if you love the girl or not. It should be a standard process. You get why. Okay? So these are many issues we have. It is very stupid of you to be marrying 3 times. You do traditional marriage. You go and be doing white people traditional marriage. That money that you are spending in that white wedding, you can use it to set yourself up in life to do something else in the future. So any pastor deceiving you to say you must come to church, they just want money. And they just want you to spend unnecessary money. If Jesus Christ have any common sense and is not a criminal, he will not have any problem with you marrying once if you say you are a real Christian. Okay? Look in the Bible. It's not once all of them got married. Why are you marrying 3 times? You are practicing somebody else's culture. Okay? Now somebody else's culture you practice. Okay? And it's not good. Now we have young people now planning to get married. If you are a real conscious person, a conscious individual, there are certain things that you will not do that will disgrace you. Okay? Government does not recognize church marriage. You marry in church, you cannot go and tell the embassy that this is my wife. Embassy will tell you, go and bring registry from your government, or go and bring customary court certificate that you are actually married. They will not recognize any bloody church because it does not matter. What they will recognize is the one from your customary certificates from the customary court if you do traditional marriage, or registry. So all these churches in between that are saying you must come to marry in our church, all these pastors, they are all criminals. They are all liars. They are all scallywags. They are all thieves. Okay? These are the people that are poisoning African culture, poisoning African spirituality, destroying the continent in order to make money and enslave as much people as possible. They are the ones pushing for this church marriage. It is not necessary. I tell every girl that if I meet, look, I don't do church marriage. If you know, say you be that kind of person, just come out here because you're not going to see my leg for church. And any church program, I need to go. If you not want, pack yourself, make you to go. I rather stay lonely than drink poison or than go to marry a Negropine. The worst thing that can happen to a conscious man is when you go and marry an unconscious woman in due to love or due to say that you are under pressure. What will happen that person is going to choke the life out of you. This person will now be bringing his low mentality to come and poison you in your house. And the worst thing is that this person, when you have children, they are going to raise your children to become Negropines. The first thing that we carry the children run to church to child dedication, to go and put that evil spirit of baptism on top of the child to curse them in the church again. The next thing, this person will start doing nonsense. My pastor said this, I cannot tolerate that. Okay? I cannot be in a house whereby I will be doing one thing, then my wife will be doing another thing. It not go balance. The small money I get from African spirituality, I'll come carry and give you. You'll come carry and go dash one pastor. Say they pay tithe or say they pay offering to one man of dog. It will never happen. I rather stay lonely. And besides, if you have money, you can never stay lonely in this life. Now, old man will not get money, now they die lonely. If your system full, love will always be chasing you everywhere in town. I always tell people, young men, young women, don't worry about looking for a partner. Focus on giving yourself value. You give yourself value by making yourself useful, finding something doing. If you know you don't have money, anywhere you see yourself, try to be volunteering, to be helping people, doing so. Let people notice you that you are trying. You cannot just be sitting at home doing nothing. You have to be coming out there, volunteering, helping people, assisting people in any way possible. Do all these things. It will give value to you. When people see that you have value, it will attract wealth. It will attract good people that will find you useful. That this person is the kind of person I want to make friends with, I want to add to my team. Then they will not give you opportunities. But if you are not making yourself valuable, you are painting names, forming slave queen, and forming attitude, and you not have job, hungry go kill you for there. They find man where go just walk you into their house, then make you queen of everything. You work for nothing. All this Cinderella kind of type shit does not work anymore. Somebody that is a rich person that suffered for money, know how they made their money. They are not looking for who will squander the money for them. They are always looking for people that will add more value to their life. So focus on adding value than looking for girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay? Like me, I'm so happy that I am single. I am not worried. I am not worried. I cannot put myself into a situation whereby I'll be accepting nonsense from people. If I cannot see any good person that will support me or do the kind of things that I do, I will stay like that. I will not die. After all, I have a child and I have money. So what am I really looking for in a relationship? I'm only looking for people that will have value to my life, not people that will come and be suffocating me or be giving me stress and condition. I don't need that. Okay? So this is the way I see it. So those people, don't rush into any relationship. Any woman that is pressuring you that you must do 3 weddings, you must do traditional, you must go to church, then you must go to sign court paper. That woman is probably a thief. She's a thief. All this slave queen, that's what they do you. She's coming to siphon you, to waste your money. They can't waste your money. They can't waste your time. A good woman, we understand, we never let her stress you. If she asking for all those things, tell her that she need to bring a sizable income to support this marriage. If she want all those things done, then she should be the one that will furnish more than 50% of the marriage. But if the same girl is asking that for all these things, I will do traditional, you will do white wedding, you will sign paper, she's bring 1 naira, she's not bringing anything. That marriage will not last. That person you are marrying is a vampire. Don't try it. You want the man to do all these things and you bring in nothing. You just bring him to the marriage to come kill somebody picking. Nothing you they bring come. You want to do all these things. You don't say all these things cost money. If you are saying all these things, then you should be able to foot the bill, at least 50-50 of the marriage. If you are not bringing anything, any girl that tell you, just know that that person, he want to put you, that is one chance. She wants just to finish you. It will not end there. You do all these things, within 2-3 years, that marriage will not last. The next day, this girl will get pregnant, will rush you to court. They will start sharing your property she have made for life. This is the way they do men in Nigeria now. So if you want to marry, do your traditional, wait 5 years before you go and sign court paper to know if the person is after money or something else. Okay, because once you sign court paper, it is very hard to divorce. Divorce is very hard, very messy, especially if there are children involved. I have a cousin now that I have to carry food items to the court every month so that the court will see this before they will not give it to the woman. Oh God, it is stress. It's very, you don't want to go through that stress. So please settle down, Look for a woman that will understand you, that will not give you stress. Forget about beauty. Forget about love. Find what will not give you stress. Okay, you get why? Because many men die young because of the kind of women they get. I have seen it. My dad was a victim. Okay, my own papa is a victim of this kind of thing. He married wrong. So please, all these women asking for all these things, be careful of them. And they are bringing nothing, they are contributing nothing to the marriage, nothing to the union. Be careful of them. Okay? It does not make sense for you to do traditional marriage. They go meet one pulpit bandits. Who give a right to bring una to saying be pastor? Say get one, which dirty spiritual authority to marry people? Are you mad? You don't have any connection to the family. You have no blood connection, no cultural connection. You have no rights to come and be marrying people in Africa. You are a criminal. You have no place here. And that union is not to be respected. I tell people, I don't go to church wedding. I don't respect it. It is nonsense. Me dress up, come stand for one church. The one man will come and say the pastor be listening to. You don't have that authority. It's we that give them. Okay, it's insultive to you. Please stop doing it. Stop doing it. Support your own thing. You will never see a white man coming to do all this kind of nonsense. Okay? Do your traditional wedding and relax yourself. Spend money once. If na woman will like you, if the woman really love you, the woman will understand. Now woman will not like you, we like to show herself, slay queen, pomposity, brag, oh, I do this, I'm a high soul girl, sophisticated. Now these are the empty vessel girls, empty-headed girls. They are the ones that push men into all this nonsense. This is the problem we're having in Africa. People marry, they go into debt automatically. Is it not cost? The day you marry, you start owing people's debt. People calling you money for ashobi and money for food. What sort of nonsense is it? What you're supposed to be relaxing in life? You're adding more problem to your life. All these things needs to stop. For we as young generation Africans, we need to start speaking against all these things. We need to start standing up against all these things. We need to stop accepting all this nonsense in our land. We need to weaken all these pastors. Who give them power? Who give you power to? You don't have no power to do this, to marry someone. You are just a thief, an imposter. Okay, we should not be recognizing them. It's you that is causing these problems. Okay, so things need to change. It is a new day, and I believe we can do better. Okay, let's try to be trying. Okay, if you have made this mistake before, make sure that your coming generation say the truth. Don't let them make this mistake because it is worth nothing. Okay, when people die too, they will say you come and pay. They must bury a church burial. Which church burial? All these are just avenues to flip people, flip money from people. They are all thieves. They are all scallywag. Okay, so this is what I have to say today on this topic. I would like to know about your opinion as well. Questions or comments are welcome. Like and share this video. You know the drill. Subscribe to the channel. And let's continue to stand by the truth. And the truth shall set us free. Okay? We need to stop some certain bad behavior. This thing happens all over Africa, not only in Nigeria, not only my tribe, but I just like using Nigeria as a case study. But it happens everywhere for Africa. It is insultive. Let's stop insulting ourselves. Let's stop giving all these men of dogs unnecessary power and authority. They have no power. Okay? Let's call a spade a spade. They have no authority to marry anybody. People that have authority and family members. And the next is government for just official recognition, nothing else. That one is very cheap. To sign marriage, just go there, you pay your $5,000, not more than $20, your marriage is signed. That one is even the cheapest one to do, but to honor tradition, we do traditional marriage. Apart from that, church wedding is totally useless, unnecessary, worthless. And I will continue to say this. It is a waste of time, a waste of money, a waste of resources, and insultive to your land, to your name, to your heritage, to your religion, and to your ancestors. It's insultive. This is the way I see it. So, questions and comments are welcome. And please like and share this video. And of course, if you want to know why church wedding is totally useless and unnecessary, this book, Quantum Physics and African Spirituality, have all the evidence to show you that Christian religion is simply cultural dominance. It is you becoming a slave, getting on your knees to be begging God You don't beg God, okay? In African spirituality, we talk to God, we see ourselves. We don't beg the ancestors, okay? Look at people in China. They are creating things every day. Our children, they are training them how to pray. Look at Africa suffering with all the millions of pastors we produce every year. Nothing can be done. Ordinary battery, car battery, we cannot even make in Nigeria. Ordinary tire, we cannot even manufacture in Nigeria. What sort of nonsense is this? Say they pray, they pray. What do they pray for? Are you stupid? People are building factories, building innovation, high-level technology. We still gathering ourselves under a belebo tree. Say they pray. What are you praying for? You are a fool. You are very stupid. Get sense. This witchcraft, all these pastors in Nigeria, they are the biggest witches and wizards destroying the land. They are all enemies of progress, all enemies of Africa. Don't give them the time or day to say anything. They are your enemies. When I see a pastor, I see an enemy, a sworn enemy. I see a witch, I see a vampire. That is why I see these people, a liar, an evil spirit. That is what I see when I see a pastor. These are the people we should not tolerate if you want to live a good life, a productive life, a very efficient life. You should not listen to these men of dogs. If you want to get sense, he did this channel. This book will help you. You will know everything about the origin of religion and the importance and the power of your African spirituality that these dogs are calling evil. It is here, not expensive. All those money you have been paying in church, you not reach the money to buy this book, just $50. Free yourself from mental slavery today and start doing the right thing. If you want to know how to do spell work, walking in the shadow of the gods, this is an authentic African grimoire. This book will give you the knowledge of the gods. It will solve many problems for you. It will teach you how African spirituality works. It is not evil. It is based on pure scientific principles. It will empower you. It will enlighten you. And most of all, it will liberate you. So please, get them. Both of them are $200. Okay? They need the price them. They need the beg them. Empower yourself today and make things better for you. Okay? No basket for rotten mangoes. So the earlier, the better. So all these things, I cannot stress it enough. We need to move forward. We need to start standing for truth. So apart from that, I thank you very much. People that have been here today, Karen, Matt Law, Sharon Long, and the rest people. I'm so happy. We need to be saying all these things because our people are just too stupid for this modern day. You see they make the same mistake people make 100 years ago. I don't know which way we go talk, but we need to be saying all this. We need to prepare ourselves for the next, our children. If you have made this mistake, make sure your children do not make this the same mistake. We are the ones empowering these enemies in our land, giving them our money, giving them our time. When you don't listen to them, you don't go there, they'll not see you, they'll go find you thing to do. Get sense. Sense is go save you many things. I beg. We need to change. We need to start saying all this. So apart from that, I thank you very much. If you want to learn African spirituality, I teach you. My website is River of Knowledge. I will teach you original, authentic African spirituality. You don't need to fly to Africa. You don't need to buy plane ticket. I will do everything online. We walk across time and space here. Okay, you will know all these things. The way our ancestors practice them, the way the ancient Egyptians, Kushite practice it, I will teach you like that. Okay, if you want to do your spell work, love spell, X's, packs, all 9 yards, I do all those things. Oracle tarot readings, I do them. If you want to buy your spiritual ointments, your soaps, your creams, meditation beads, I sell a whole lot of items that will help you. Authentic items, original ones, not fake ones, okay? If you want to buy, come here before you go another place to support me. Now, when hand, wash hand, not both hands, they clean. So I did here. I just make I let you know. Then a sister also designed a website called AfroNeed, afroneed.com, one of our sisters from America. If you want to register your business from any part of the world, you are in South Africa, Caribbean, UK, it's a website for conscious Africans to register their business. Maybe you're visiting a country tomorrow, you want to patronize your conscious brother and sister. You can go there, look up their business, and go to that place so that we can stimulate our own economy. We can be doing things for ourselves by ourselves. So the website is AfroNeed. The linkage will be under this video, so that you can go there and join and support her. It is part of us growing together. So apart from that, I wish you a very wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.